What is Jávea all about? Let's find out! Something magical. There's something that keeps you here.
I started playing the trumpet when I was 10.
Giving something back. It's not all about take.
One of the best climates in the world.
We are now in winter.
No more Germany for me.
I'm very happy and I'm very proud.
I like the selling, but I like buying them.
Jávea just rocks.
Jávea, or Xàbia, as they call it in a local Valenciano language, has more than 30,000 inhabitants. Most of them, though, comes from other European countries. This charming town lies at the foot of a beautiful Montgó mountain, and it's been inhabited by the people as far back as 30,000 years ago. Come and let's explore. We are in your beautiful office now.
Yeah.
Where are we going to go now?
Well, I'm going to take you now to our second office. Welcome to my second office.
Ah, I understand.
Piano Beach is very safe, very family friendly. There are lots of bars, but it's not noisy. There are 3 different parts. You also have the port, which is much more cosmopolitan, you say, Joe?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And there's a marina there with all the boats and beautiful restaurants. It's lovely to walk in the evening.
Yeah.
And then there's the Pueblo, as well, the traditional white little village up on the hillside. There's a lot of local history and culture, art galleries, beautiful museum. And then we've got lots of little bays, little coves all around Jávea as well. It's a pleasure to discover.
And this is one of the reasons why people love Jávea so much. It gives a mixture.
There are 15 viewpoints, miradores de Jávea.
Yes.
Each
Yep.
spectacular and unique.
Absolutely amazing. All of them are quite individual as well, very, very beautiful. Jávea, it's a tourist place, of course, but it's all year round. I mean, we are now in winter, and look, there's people on the boards, people swimming, people sunbathing, and Jávea has its own unique microclimate, which is actually recognised by the World Health Organization as one of the healthiest places to live in the whole world. We actually have more than 320 days sunshine. It's the sunniest place in the whole of Spain.
Tell me about the mountain.
The local folklore is that if you come and you see the mountain, the Mongo, you'll fall in love with Jávea and then you'll always return. If you look at it, you can maybe see that it's shaped like an elephant. If you look from the Cumbre del Sol in the evening time, just as the sun is setting, it looks like the eye for the elephant is just closing. It's very beautiful.
When we initially thought of moving out to Spain, we started off looking down in Costa del Sol and worked our way up to the coast with 5 or 6 visits. And the first time I came to Jávea, I fell in love with it. So we decided then that we would move out here with 3 teenage children and our lassie collie. And when we started going through the process, we did find it quite difficult to find property. We had no help with getting children into school or anything like that. But we still made the move. But I found myself coming here with no job, no work, which is not advisable. So then I thought, well, I have this experience, let's try and see if I can do better. And I started off in 2008 on my own with no language.
Perhaps later this afternoon go and look at some properties.
The reason for the success has been our unique selling point, which is really that we want to help people experience living in this area or having property in this area in the most relaxed and stress-free way. I used to spend all my year looking forward to 2 weeks where I can get sunshine. Out here we have sunshine every day, and it is just a pleasure to live out here. The Spanish people here are so welcoming, and they accept our Spanglish very graciously, don't they? And welcome to my third office.
Jose, tell us how international is Jávea? How many nationalities do you have living here?
Here in Xàbia are living 85 nationalities. We are all living in a good harmony, and it's something very positive for the town. We have two special departments. On the one hand, we have the Department of Relations with the Foreign People. On the other hand, we have the help desk, a special office to help the foreign residents with documents, translations, or programs to help them with the integration.
What is Jávea like outside of high season?
I think we are so lucky here in Xàbia because we always have high season. We have an amazing temperature and sun the most part of the year. The secret of the success of Xàbia is that we try to make our development compatible with respect for the values of nature and the landscape. In the future, our objective will be sustainable tourism, and we are taking action so that people can enjoy our most unique places without them being overused or put at risk. Xàbia in the future has to continue being a pleasant place.
Clive, you have been here for a very long time. Tell us how it was.
I came here with my family in 1966.
Wow.
I was 5 years old, a little boy, and I've been here basically ever since.
How was it then?
Very different. It was from Benissa to Alicante would take about 4 hours. The road was just one lane, and if you saw a lorry coming the other way, you had to move off the road, so it would take a long time. We set up the office in 1993.
What do you do?
I'm a tax consultant. I used to be a trumpet player. I started playing the trumpet when I was 10. We worked in a nightclub in Calpe, and I did all right playing the trumpet. But I wanted a bit more in life, you know. So I started studying, and this is the result.
What do you specialize in?
Inheritance, conveyancing, capital gains tax, non-residence. In the office we also do resident tax returns, companies, self-employed people.
And your clients are mainly international, or?
Mainly international.
So how would you encourage people to come to settle down here?
Well, at first do their homework. Spain is very, very bureaucratic. And you need a bit of paper for this, a bit of paper for that, 3 bits of paper for something else. And if you haven't got the right bit of paper, you can't get the other bit of paper that you need.
Noticed.
So you need a lot of bits of paper, and it's a lot cheaper to pay someone to do it. I suppose Jávea chose me. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, one thing and another, we came here, set up the office, and it's a nice place to live and bring up children. It's very nice, it's very friendly, it's quite safe, there's a beautiful climate, the light's very nice. It's not overcrowded, even in the summer it's not too bad. I enjoy classic cars.
Why, thank you.
It's a pleasure. I've always loved these cars, the Rolls Royces. So I decided to buy this. Last year I got it, and I'm very happy with it. – 55% are foreign. The majority are British. In Denny, on the other hand, which is just across the mountain, there are more Germans. In Thøger and La Lucia and Polop, they're mostly Scandinavian.
We are in Jávea today at the big Heart of Jávea event, where this fantastic community came together to help raise funds for the firemen and emergency services that helped in recent fires.
Money is given direct to the charities, and then therefore the drivers of cars that will do this will take people for a ride in their classic cars, and that makes money as well. Well, why don't we organise a parade of bikes? Okay, that's something, because they're noisy, they're loud, they're big, wow. Down at the bottom there, that seemed to be a bad area for where the fire was. And the fire actually also managed to hook around the back side of that, because there's a big housing development around there. And friends of mine were posting pictures of walls of flame coming towards their houses. It was really very scary. A young lady in England looking for her mother. And she put this post up, anybody seen my mother? I mean, my mother's got a horse, cats and dog. About 15 minutes later,
Again,
I found your mother.
the community here
It's
is
fantastic.
just amazing.
This is the big Heart of Jávea.
Yeah.
And that Heart of Jávea just kept on going for the whole week, because the fires didn't go out for 4 days.
And where is the money going?
The money is going to the volunteer bomberos and the Red Cross.
Are you planting new trees? You cleaning already after the fires?
The most important is cleaning the streets, the urbanizations. To planting the trees, it's maybe in 1 or 2 years. We are very proud of the people of Jávea, because they are working and supporting each other.
Yes, it's wonderful to see all of this, huh?
Yeah,
You must
wonderful.
be very happy to be the mayor of Jávea.
I'm very happy and I'm very proud.
Isn't this fantastic? Yay! I'm just so delighted so many people came. This is just wonderful.
I come to Jávea, it's 17 years ago, just for vacaciones. I'm originally Paris, I'm French, and originally Algerian. I like the Mediterranean. I feel love for Jávea because it's unique. Why? Because it's small town and the people is very nice. I work with authentic products, natural. Honey is important for European women and for sensitive skin.
Like mine.
Yes. It's 99% honey and 1% lemon. It's natural. I love work with the product unique. The glasses are handmade.
Oh, okay.
It's very nice because I work with completely different nationality, and I learn from other cultures.
Olivia, tell me why you are in Jávea.
Well, I was actually born here. My parents moved here 30 years ago to come and work and live out here. And I've grew up here, went to school here. I love hairdressing. Since I was little, I've always done my friend's hair, and this is my dream come true. We can do anything, you know. We have very high quality products.
What does the name Charlie and O stand for?
Well, it used to be Charlie Group, and then I decided to take it over 2 years ago, and we changed it to Charlie and O for me, Olivia.
Why a young person like you wouldn't go out there and discover more of Spain? Why Jávea particularly?
Because I feel that I have everything that I need here. You have a nightlife. If you want to just chill out and go to the beach, you can, or you can grab your car and go inland. And I would recommend it for all ages. For families, it's very good to bring up their children here. Retired people, it's very nice and relaxing. There's a lot of sun. I prefer here to anywhere else I've been.
Elena, Nadine, tell us about your story. Why are you here?
Okay, well, we met a few years ago, both professional dancers. After spending a lot of time together, we decided we both had the same vision, the same dream, which was to open a beautiful studio space here in Jávea, one focusing on dance and one focusing on yoga. The yoga space, we especially wanted people to come in to this studio and switch off.
I've been dancing all my life, and I wanted to do something that where children go and feel like they're going into somewhere, you know, professional dancing, where not just for a hobby, so they can go in and feel that, you know, they can recreate their passion in a studio. Well, I was born here, and I feel this is my home, and I've never wanted to go anywhere else.
So you were enchanted by the city?
Yeah. Once you get here, you don't tend to leave. There's something magical. There's something that keeps you here.
Lorraine, tell me, how come you're here in Spain and Jávea particularly?
Well, my husband and I decided when he retired that we wanted to take our foot off the gas a little bit and just relax a little bit more. So we decided to come to the Alicante area and ended up in Jávea. It's made me much more relaxed. I sleep much better at night time. Not so fast-paced moves. Everything takes a little bit longer in Spain, but there's something quite nice about that as well. We decided when we came over here, there was a lot of instructors had to go to the UK to get their health and fitness qualification. So we decided that we would set up UK Pilates Academy Spain here. So what it means for the instructors is they don't need to go to the UK, they can actually get the qualification on their doorstep.
My parents went on their pension and they said, we're going to live in Jávea, and I'm the only daughter, so my father was like, come with me, but I said, I want to go there, but I do have to do something. Okay, we'll start a furniture shop. So we were going to have a look for the ground to put it on. Finally, we found a piece, and the owner said, you can buy my piece of land, but you have to buy also my restaurant that's next door. I said, what do we have to do with the restaurant? Because we were in the construction business in Belgium. Okay, I'll do it. So that was 15 years ago. So we started first with Macena and we reformed it.
Buen appetito.
What kind of food do you offer?
It's a little bit international food, more in Macena, more Spanish, Mediterranean. We started Valdecabal 8 years ago. My husband, who's into horses, he can't live without horses. I think he'd rather have horses than me, but...
We only give lessons to people, to clients here, but we don't rent out horses. That we don't do. We only have a horse hotel here. That's what we do, actually.
And you are actually doing it for sports?
I used to do eventing 25 years, but then I stopped and now I do endurance.
And Valdecabal, they try some Asian things, Chinese things in the middle, but most of it, it's the Mediterranean.
furniture shop. What are the inspirations here? It's so beautiful.
The most of our furniture comes from Indonesia. We have our own agent there who searches a lot of furniture, old furniture, and they restore it and it comes here. We have also new things, but it's all made with old teakwood, never new teakwood. So it's much stronger, it's alive, and so it's nicer. And now we have some Indian things, Chinese things, and almost all of the decoration comes from Belgium. I go once or twice a year to Indonesia to search and find it in little markets, in houses itself. And then I go to all the fairs in Paris, and yeah, it's nice to do. I like the selling, but I like buying the more.
You buy what you like.
And the thing is, when I find a special thing in Indonesia or something, and it's in the shop and someone wants to buy it, I sometimes have the thing to say, no, it's sold already, because I don't want to sell it. So I'm not a very good businesswoman.
We were living in Bali before we moved here in Jávea, and it wasn't really working out for us in Bali with the internet speeds and obviously the time zone as well. A lot of my clients are in the US and the UK. And so I gave my wife the ultimatum, anywhere between Hawaii and Eastern Europe. And she chose Spain, specifically actually Jávea. She did a search online to find out where good places in Spain are for expats, and Jávea came up as one of the top 5 places for expats to be.
And what is it that you do?
So I've opened here in Jávea a co-working space. We've got quite a great facility, so if you can just come in and drop your laptop and just work using our fast internet and so forth. And then downstairs we have a 40-seater seminar room for conferences or meetings, a 12-seater boardroom, and also a video studio with green screens, so you can just create your own videos or whatever for your marketing.
Okay, and you are launching a TV channel?
Yes, I am. So expatlive.tv for anyone around the world, not just people in Jávea, on a variety of different channels, including iPhone, Android, iPads, Samsung TVs, Apple TVs, and obviously online.
Entertainment shows.
Local documentaries.
Yes, awesome documentaries.
We came here for 3 weeks before we moved here just to see what it was like, and just fell in love with the place. The people are amazing. Jávea just rocks.
It started off as an idea for my husband because he loves music, and he one day said to me, oh, there's a frequency for sale, I'm going to buy it. And I went, yeah, okay, no idea what that meant. And here we are 2.5 years later with 14 presenters and, big coverage.
COSTA BLANCA. Absolutely, you listen to Stu's Midday Madness here on Total FM 91.8. Good morning.
It's just grown and grown and grown, and now we've taken the magazine on as well. The distribution's getting wider, the numbers printed are getting more.
October edition, and then obviously this is
I started off as a housewife, being very quiet, and now I'm working 6-7 days a week, very busy.
What area do you cover?
Hello. The office, obviously the studio is based in Jávea, but we go all the way up to Gandia. We go through the valleys to Albia, and then along the coast, Benita Chal, Moraira, Calpe, just north of Benidorm, so it's quite a good coverage, quite a big area. We didn't want to be a commercial station, so it's not all about advertisers and bringing in money. We wanted to be a community station because we felt that that's what some of the other stations that have been here a long time sort of missed. We do lots of charity events, we give our time for free, we go out and we do live broadcasts. It is all about giving something back. It's not all about take, and I think that's why we're very different. And the presenters we've got, they're all local people. There's no podcasts, there's no bought-in shows.
So if a person was thinking about relocating down here, what advice would you give them?
First of all, I'd say make sure that you've got
an income. Don't come with, you know, a few pounds in your pocket thinking you can start a business and you know, everything will start going rosy after 6 months, because it doesn't. You have to, you know, sustain yourself for a long time. You have to do your research, make sure that you've got something that nobody else is offering, or that if you're in competition with someone else that you're a little bit different. It's definitely a good lifestyle if you've got children, for example. My daughter, when she moved here, she was only 7, and it's just so much safer for the children. They can play out and you know they're safe, you know, and it's just, there's so much for them to do, you know, there's the fresh air and the sunshine, and it just knocks spots off poor old England, I'm afraid. The school was a big important factor for our daughter because she was struggling. So GCSEs and A-levels, and now she's off to thinking about university.
I moved to Jávea with my husband and 2 boys about 2 years ago now, and we found it by chance. Wanted a change of lifestyle, better quality of life. One day we took a drive to Jávea, and
That was it?
that was it. Fell in love with Jávea.
All right, and what is it that you do exactly?
I set up a play group. I helped lots of mums and tots make friendships and set up a play group, and from there lots of the mums said, ask Sam will know, ask Sam. So I thought, why not create all of the information at Relocating too? So created the website. It's got days out and property and everything, and then I created the hub, really. It's like a community centre, I suppose, for everybody.
So if somebody was thinking to move to Jávea, you would be the person to come to, yeah?
Yes. Look on the website in the UK, and then once they arrive, they usually send me an email saying, hey, we're here next week, can we hook up for coffee?
Lawn bowls, but it's played on a carpet. It's an old English game that started on grass years and years ago.
What's the purpose then? The black balls?
It's played over 2 teams playing, to get close to the jack.
What is the jack?
The jack is the yellow.
The yellow.
The yellow one, yeah.
Okay. How did it all start? How did you get here?
Well, family came from England 20 years ago to retire, and I joined the bowls club, and after 3 years I bought it. The whole family worked. Matthew was taken over. The family chose Jávea to live for health reasons, but one of the best climates in the world. We all enjoy it. The bowls in general is quite an affordable sport. The bowlers in the club pay €1 a day. They can play every day of the year, competitions, league games,
all right,
their own pleasure.
Muriel, tell me, what is Humpty Dumpty?
Humpty Dumpty is a nursery rhyme about an egg.
All right.
And our children were learning about the nursery rhymes when we arrived, 4 children. So we called the shop Humpty Dumpty. Very nice name.
So you have been here for a long time, eh?
32 years. The shop, 32 years.
How did you see Jávea changing?
Oh, it's been amazing. Been amazing. There wasn't anything across the road, just goats and the sheep. And our children used to come across on their ponies to the shop, get an ice cream, go to the beach.
This is a one-stop shop for international press.
That's right, yes, okay, and gifts.
Gifts. And you have
greeting cards.
International clients.
We have. It's a good place. It's a good place to be for a family as well. Good place to be retired to as well. Our grandchildren live here, our children settled here. It's very good.
We're in Jávea because it is a very large expat community, lots of different nationalities here that need currency exchange. Yes, we facilitate expatriate buyers with their currency exchange, so our typical movement of money would be a person moving from the UK to Spain and they need to change their money from pounds into euros, and we facilitate that in a personal and professional manner.
And of course we save our clients a huge amount of money as well, because we're so much cheaper than it would be through a bank or a traditional method of transferring currency.
What would you say to a person that would like to relocate here to Jávea?
Do it.
I've lived here for 11 years now. It's a very, very nice place. You have everything here.
One of the things that make me to come here, when you close You go out and you are on holidays if you want. I always wanted to have my own optician. If you go to a doctor and the doctor treats you like, ooh, then you won't feel okay. If you tell the truth with normal words and you try always to have the best qualities, the best service, a smile, so it's a very personal trait. It's nice to have the same person testing you, the same person helping you to choose the glasses, and the same person making you the glasses depending what kind of activities you got. Here there is not that kind of rush that you find in all the cities. Everybody walking, nobody looking at anybody. All together, we make, I think, a very special city.
Tell me why you want Jávea.
We bought a house here for holiday in 1996, and we were thinking about only for holiday or when we retire. In Germany we had bad weather. A lot of rain, a lot of slushy weather in the winter months, and every 4 years the government decided to make reforms in our profession and lower the prices. And these were the two reasons that when I was up to here, I said, no. I change, I go away. I was here in holidays 1998, and I found some dentists, and I said, how is it working here? I said, very wonderful. Okay. We miss a dental lab, and I said, so why not coming here? The beach is fine. We have 3 different types of beaches: sand, rocks, gravel, everything. And I can walk. I like walking in the mountains. No more Germany for me. Yeah, the living is different to Germany. It's more relaxed. You're going out. When I see my employees, they're going out only around the corner to the gasoline station for buying a drink. You never found this in Germany. Everybody who's here is sitting so strange, and so here's living. Here you're open. And in the summer months, going to the beach, going to the Chiringuitos. Life is outside. And not inside like Germany or in the other northern countries.
So what do you do here?
So we are doing here, working for dentists, every type of artificial dentures, crown, bridges, full dentures, working on implants, making everything, chrome bases, everything what a person needs who has no teeth.
I've actually been here for 22 years, and originally I came here because I was working in the UK, quite happy, but then I saw an advert for a dentist. This is the result. I came to have an interview, and I came to work here, and so I never went back actually. There's 3 dentists, but we do have other services, which is dermatology. We have a dermatologist once a week, and a foot specialist that also comes here.
Beautiful colours here. I love the design. Is it feminine clinic?
Well, in this part it is feminine. So we actually do, apart from dentistry, we do facial rejuvenation, skin rejuvenation, and Botox and fillers and things like that.
The main attractions here in Xàbia when visit foreign people who arrive in Xàbia want to discover is the real Mediterranean way of life we have here. We are working very hard now to develop Xàbia and develop a sustainable tourism. For us it's very important to promote activities like scuba diving, paddle surf, canoeing, hiking, cycling. It's very important our nature, our culture of course.
What can you offer to people that would like to walk a little bit around?
Well, we have a big, wide variety of we organize different thematic routes in different languages. It's very important for us also make longer the season.
We have different festivities and different musical festivals like Xàbia International Jazz, for example, and classical music, and fiestas, of course, all around the year. There is a very supportive local community. I think it's a good place to live. A lot of the facilities and services you can find in a medium city, but in a relaxing atmosphere.
Hi Natalia, pleased to meet you. I came here 14 years ago. Costa Blanca is a good place for people to buy houses, and as a surveyor it was a good spot for me to be. I don't particularly like Marbella end, and it's a bit more real here, a bit more comfortable, a bit cheaper for people to buy. Houses have quite a lot of damp. That actually says to me they've got a water leak because we've got a very high reading.
Beautiful houses.
We've got a lot of fantastic property, from new villas to old townhouses like this in Jávea Old Town. People are buying these and doing them up. They're not very expensive. They are quite a lot of money when they're finished. On an old house like this, typically it's the timbers that are problematic, because we don't have oak here so much. Normally it's a softwood, and therefore we have termites and woodworm and various beetle that can eat out the timbers. So the floors, roofs often need redoing. It's a big bonus to get hold of a house like this if the floors and roof have already been done.
We had some holidays here, and then we decided to open a business. Since I'm in this business for over 25 years in Romania.
And what food do you offer here?
We offer basically Mediterranean food and international food, also of course Spanish and Romanian. We have the breakfast, lunch and dinner restaurant on the ground floor, and also we prepared for big events upstairs. Jávea, it's not so commercial. It's not like a big city. It's rather a small village.